Today we're going to sync grandmother, Mother-32, and DFAM so they can play together as a family. I've started out with the drum patch I like already on the DFAM. If you'd like to start at the same place as I am, set your DFAM up as I have it here. Now let's record a bass line on the Mother-32. I have a bass sound set up already. Now let's record a bass line. Hold Shift and keyboard to make sure you're in keyboard mode, and then Shift and run, stop, record to enter recording. Now punch in your bass line. Hit run, stop again when you're done. We'll hit the reset button to bring it back to the beginning. Now make sure the grandmother has a sound that you like, and that all three of the switches in the ARP sequencer section are to the left. Now when I press play, I'll get an arpeggiated sequence. Let's sync the Mother-32 up with the grandmother now. First, make sure that the Mother-32 tempo input is set up in single clock advance mode. To do this, enter setup mode by pressing reset, shift, set end, and 8. Make sure that you're on page 3 using the octave up down buttons, and press the number 2. You can exit setup mode by pressing reset, shift, set end, and 8 again. For more information on setup mode and the tempo input jack, please check your manual. Now I'll patch from the clock output on the back of the grandmother to the tempo input jack on the Mother-32. Now, when we hold an arpeggiation and press run stop, the two will play together. Now let's sync up our DFAM. I want the DFAM to play at half speed from the Mother-32 and the grandmother. So I'm going to go back into setup mode by pressing reset, shift, set end, and 8. Go to page 1 using the octave shift knobs, and press 3 to set the assignable output mode to half-time tempo. For more information on the assignable output and the different modes that it has, please check your manual or the other videos in the demo library. Now I'll exit setup mode by pressing reset, shift, set end, and 8. Before we patch the DFAM in, I'm just going to hit the advance button to make sure that it's on step 8. This means that it will play from the beginning once the sequencer starts. Now I'll patch from the assignable out on the Mother-32 to the advanced clock input on the DFAM. Now we can hold our arpeggio again and press the run stop button on the DFAM to start our drum line. If we press the hold button on the grandmother, we can keep it playing when we remove our hand. Now let's make this patch more interesting. We can use one of the envelopes on the DFAM in conjunction with the reversible attenuator on the grandmother to create a mock sidechain effect. To do so, patch from the VCF EG output on the DFAM to the attenuator input on the grandmother. Then plug from the output of the attenuator into the cutoff input. We'll set the attenuator to 0 so you can hear how it sounds as I turn it down. If we'd like the same effect for the Mother-32, we can take advantage of the mult in the grandmother. Remove the patch cable from the cutoff in and plug it into the mult in the utilities section. Then replace that patch by running out of the mult into the cutoff in and make a new patch from another mult output to the VCF cutoff on the Mother-32. It's worth mentioning that any of the patch points in the molt can serve as an input, and the remaining 3 will serve as outputs. Let's hear how that sounds.